Here's my review for Elf, the Christmas movie starring Will Ferrell, directed by Jon Favreau, by the way, who is one of his coming out movies as a director before he did the Iron Man films. All I gotta say is that I'm watching this film last night, and I haven't seen it since it came out like years ago, and I have to say that it's up my Christmas list. Like the Wild Sound has their like top 100 list or top 10 lists of certain genres, and we have a top 100 Christmas movie list, and I think it's in its 20s right now. I think that this Elf needs to get in the top 10 of the Christmas movies of all time. I think it's that great of a film, and it's kind of stands the test of time in many ways. I know the film was only 7 years old, but it seems like a film that will be around for a long time. And I gotta say that this is a G-rated film. There's no swearing in this film. There's no even PG-13 kind of like undertones of sexuality at all, basically. But what this film does is it's funny for everybody. It's funny for people who like R-rated humor. It's funny for people who like the kids who like G-rated humor. It's funny for the parents who watch it. It's funny for people who are even not even Christians, for Jewish people. It's funny for everybody because this film has this kind of like undertone comedy that's going on that basically that's working on 3 or 4 different levels that is timeless, and that's what makes Will Ferrell's performance kind of brilliant in a way. I know people think it's kind of an easy way where he's just being a little kid, being a little elf in New York City, but he goes all the way. There's no question about it, but it's also very clever. And James Caan playing his dad, I never really realized in this till the second viewing that it's kind of a great performance that he plays. Like he finds that line of like being a grump but not being a jackass. And it's kind of cool watching this film in hindsight, where there's always a funny moment every single minute, and like I said, it's all G-rated comedy. So it doesn't matter who can, like if you have a 3-year-old, you can make them watch this movie at Christmas time, and then the adults can enjoy it at the same time. And not every kids movie can be like that. Let's be honest here. I know they try with the animation movies where they make it funny for the kids, but also for the adults too. Which most of the time it doesn't really work that way, but Elf does work that way. And this is the minor note is that Maren Steenburgen, who plays James Caan's wife, kind of takes the whole idea of like him having a kid from way back with his first love of his life, kind of takes it in stride and goes, oh, that's great. And usually most marriages that wouldn't be such an easy thing, so maybe they could have stepped out that conflict a little bit more. But I'm just grasping at straws. Great film. That's my review.